So with the toms, I like to keep them slightly angled like this, but some people like to lower them as much as they can and keep them flat.
Yeah.
I like to keep them up a little bit, angled slightly down like this, as opposed to keeping them up high and turning them way down. Okay.
Okay.
When you buy a drum set, you also want to be careful. A lot of times, the tom-toms, the depths on the drums will be, sometimes they're deep, and when they're really deep, you're kind of limited to how much you can move them before they're going to actually hit your bass drum. Okay, so you kind of want to stick with they don't have to necessarily be shallow toms, but you just don't want the power toms, the ones that are really deep. So you want to ask about that. If you get electronic drums, you're not going to have to worry about that. But with acoustic drums, some of the shells, sometimes they're really deep. And then the floor tom, the one with the legs, what I like to do, and there's no example with this one, but it'll have 3 legs coming down, and I usually have one of the legs facing like right about where my knee is, and I angle it down a little bit. So the back legs, the ones on these sides, will be a little bit higher, so it kind of tilts down this way a little bit. So that helps me. And then my pet peeve is I like to have my labels facing me and not all crooked and cockeyed. Okay, that just makes me happy.
Yeah, you're kind of slightly autistic.
Yeah, exactly. So with this one right here, like they don't have to be totally facing me, but I just don't like them upside down.
Yeah.
This way I just feel like my drums are arranged right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of locally, like you don't have to reach too far for them, and that's the goal for me. The essentials as far as cymbals, you want to have hi-hats, at least one crash cymbal, and a ride cymbal. On the drum set, if you buy an acoustic set, the way you'll know the difference between the crash cymbal and the ride cymbal will be the bigger one, the crash cymbal will be the smaller one. With acoustic sets, usually you can buy, depends if you get them new or not, but if you get a new set, it'll say like maybe all included, like including the cymbals. Usually the cymbals you get with those sets, they're not like high quality cymbals, but they'll do for now. Compared to high-end cymbals, like they're really expensive. To get a cymbal pack is $900, and that would be with 2 crash cymbals, a ride cymbal, and hi-hats. So if it comes with the set, that's always a good thing.
Good.
So it just kind of matters if you're going to go electronic or not. Now, the advantages of electronic, you have volume control. You have built-in metronomes and stuff like that. The disadvantage is, well, when you buy an electronic set, you're not done. You're going to have to buy a PA, like a speaker that comes with it. The other thing is that when you're a kid and you go to school, if there's a school band or anything like that, it's going to be acoustic drums. It's not going to be electronic drums. When you want to play with other people, as a teenager or something, get in a little band or whatever, it's a lot easier just to set up drums and play them rather than bring your electronic drums, plug everything in just right, and then get your volume just right and try to compete with guitars. You're going to have a heck of a PA system.
Yeah.
So, but I think at first, like, say you're really into this, a nice route, I think, is to just get the electronic drums and have them and play them and learn on them, and then when you get to an older